Clients often ask us, how do we best convey technical, complex information to a group that's unfamiliar with it? Analogies are a fabulous solution. Analogies help for a few different reasons. First of all, they do convey complex information and make it easier for groups that are unfamiliar with it to grasp. They also help by identifying similarities and differences, as well as bridging complicated ideas to more simple ones. They also help bridge new ideas to ones that are familiar, and they help add believability to our information, as well as connect topics to our reader or our audience's life, so people are more likely to take ownership of those ideas. So analogies can be used and should be used for both informing and persuading in our writing and in our presenting. I'm going to share with you 3 guidelines for great analogies. The first is they need to make your ideas and your information visual, so they paint a mental picture for people. Let me give you an example. This is from economist Nigel Galt, who is part of IHS Insights, and he was interviewed on March 8th on NPR about the government sequester. And here is how he used an analogy to paint a mental picture. The sequester is an unnecessary dose of cold water when the economy would otherwise be gathering steam. So see how it paints a mental picture of his opinion for you. Another guideline for great analogies is they need to be relevant for the audience. So lots of people in our programs, when they're presenting or writing, will stick to one type of analogy, like sports analogies. And that's great, but it's not relevant for our entire audience. So we want to mix it up a bit and also think about the audience's background. So if I'm an engineering professor and I'm teaching a group of students a concept of the sequence detector, I could use, for example, analogy to a gym locker combination, or to cooking instructions, for example. Another guideline for great analogies is have them be memorable and repeatable. One way to do that is to have them be witty or provocative. Here's a recent example. A woman named Ellen Ernst Kosak, who is a professor of management at Purdue, and she's also an author, was interviewed last week about Marissa Mayer's decision to end telework for the workforce at Yahoo. And here's what she said, and here's the analogy she used. Abolishing telework is like canceling the prom because a few immature people spiked the punch bowl. These are great guidelines for analogies. Use it to convey complex information, make it visual, simple, and memorable.